Yo, and we are live. Yo, this is Set with Set and Comedian. We are back with another man. Man, we got another problem with Biden going on, because you won't believe what he did to this young lady. Well, old lady now, young lady back in the day. Let's get right into it.
I am officially running for President of the United States.
This time last election, Donald Trump was facing bombshell allegations of inappropriate behaviour towards women.
Grab him by the pussy. I could do anything.
I have such...
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Full context, yeah, when you got money like me, man, you can just walk up and grab him by the pee. Like, hey, I ain't gonna lie, though. When he said that, I was playing. I was like, damn, I ain't gonna lie. He ain't lying.
respect for women.
But there's an irony in this, why they're bringing him up in his, I guess, treatment of women. Why they're bringing up, how he's perceived to be the sexual predator.
I cherish women.
Against the odds,
Don't
he
we
won.
all?
And year after year, it seems there's no controversy he can't deflect.
In 39 days, we're going to win 4 more years in the White House.
It's a skill Joe Biden could do well to learn from his opponent.
I worked my whole life to empower women. I worked my whole life to prevent abuse.
You saw him up close as a politician.
Correct.
What kind of political operator is he?
The kind where he smiles, it's like a wolf in sheep's clothing, right?
Oh, damn. Yeah, you never liked that type of description. Like, huh?
Here I am in the Senate office. Hi,
Long before Joe Biden was a household name across America,
and here's my desk.
Tara Reid worked in his Senate office in the early 90s.
Here's a good picture of Senator Biden.
It was her dream job. She hoped it...
So, yes, this is her when she's young. Now, she did a current interview with Tucker Carlson that we're going to get into, but I just want to get y'all into the backstory. So, yes, Tara Reid
was the start of a long career in politics.
He was a political hero of mine because I bought into the image. And I really believe...
Damn, baby, man, look, man. Back in 2020, man, we all fell for the image. We all got duped.
He was someone to not only admire, but also I wanted to be like him. Like I had hoped to be maybe a senator or a congressperson someday.
And here's the view from my window.
You sound really happy.
Yeah.
There's my computer. And there's my posters.
I was such like a little puppy, like so eager and happy. Yeah.
Tara says it wasn't long, though, before...
I ain't gonna lie, y'all see that old-ass computer, though? She had the desktop. That blood was flicking when you recorded it, man. That shit crazy.
her political hero turned into a predator.
He would just put his hands on me. He would, whenever there was a meeting or if I would see him, usually he'd put his hand on his shoulder and then he'd run his fingers up underneath my hair, on my neck, and things like that. And I had never experienced that with a boss before, and I didn't know him. It's not...
Hold on. Bro, that sounds like some stuff y'all accused Donald Trump of. Ain't that crazy? Don't that sound like something a woman that Donald Trump should, like, that sounds like some allegations that Donald Trump should have. Like, you feel me? But wait, Biden got it? And here's the thing, though. All these crimes on Biden always get swept under the rug. Like, we never hear about them until it's too late. It's, like, crazy how this man gets off.
Not like there was, like, small talk, like where we would, you know what I'm saying? There was no reciprocal relationship or flirtation. There was nothing like that. So it was just very much him coming into a room, putting his hand on me or whatever.
Did you ever tell him don't do that?
Hey,
to him?
Diamond.
No.
Appreciate you pulling up.
I was too scared to say that. I didn't say anything.
Did he touch other women?
Yeah. He just didn't.
Oh.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Bro.
Get your ass on.
How'd I know, man? How'd I know? Because I'm just like, bro, she can't be the only victim in there. You telling me just you the only person he was messing with? And
Nope.
so you tell me Biden was just in there just inappropriately touching all the women? Just like he kind of be getting caught touching, well, younger women on camera?
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Like, we all know how Biden be getting caught on camera doing some crazy things.
He seemed to lack boundaries with women.
Don't they all?
Some might try to pass the behaviour off as a sign of the times.
Reid was among several.
Ah, man, good old Biden, man. Those are the racist day Biden. See this Biden right here? Oh, yeah, that Biden would not let you get on the bus, boy. That Biden would not cross your path, man. A good old racist Biden.
Try to pass the behaviour off as a sign of the times.
Reid was among several women who said Biden had touched them inappropriately.
It's now threatened
Several?
to undermine his bid for the White House.
Whoa. Several, though. Like, I know she said, yeah, there are more, but it's like several's pulling up. And I ain't gonna lie, rubbed the wrong way. Yeah, Biden be doing some wild shit. Like, him and his shoulder massages is apparently legendary.
That ain't right, man. That ain't right.
But it's a pattern of behaviour that remains today.
Not
those
the kids.
Joe Biden shoulder massages, they're like magic.
Obama, you knew too? You knew too, Obama? So he just been pulling up. Obama pretty much preparing. Like, what you mean? Even Obama said that Joe Biden pull up and rub you, even though you're not his wife. And he just gonna pull up on you and rub you and kiss on you just a little bit. Just a little bit, baby. Like some wild shit.
You should try one. Oh, you have?
Oh.
Joe Biden recently vowed to be more mindful of personal space after 7 women came forward with claims of inappropriate touching.
I would hope so.
I hear what they're saying. I understand it. And I'll be much more mindful. But I'll always believe governing, quite frankly, life for that matter, is about connecting with people. That won't change.
But what?
Just talk to him. You ain't gotta put your hands on him and put your lips on him like, dog. Like, what do you mean connecting?
What Tara Reid claims happened 27 years ago in an open corridor of the Senate is much worse.
So we were alone in this corridor, and he said my name, and then the next thing I knew, he pushed me and up against the wall. He kind of moved his body towards me, and then he used his knee to separate my legs.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Yeah, this is getting a little bit tough here. All right, so yeah, Biden's on that type of time, apparently.
He said...
What'd he say?
He said, I want to fuck you.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh my God. Like, hold on, G. Hold on. Like, ain't no way. Biden speaking like that. Hold on. So we got mad at Trump for grabbing by the pussy, but Biden could separate a woman's legs and be like, yeah, baby, I'm trying to get up in there real quick. Like, what?
He said, I want to fuck you. And he was whispering in my ear and he was kissing me and I was trying to get away from him. And then when I pulled away,
You right?
He had taken his hands and put them down my skirt.
Ah, shit. All right, so yeah, this man's sick. So we all knew Biden got caught doing sick things on camera, but man, yeah, that ain't right, man. That ain't right, bro. There's something going on. Like, for this man to low-key be having all these allegations against him and was still able to slide by and be president, it's just like who else but Biden?
And taken one hand and penetrated me with his fingers.
Whoa! Oh, hold on, bro. Hold on. I ain't gonna lie. Just like, he did what with you, sweetheart? Like, okay, so, yeah, that's S.A. That is S.A. right there. I ain't gonna lie. It was, at this point, it was very, I would say, aggressive game, but then once you kind of, he done. I don't know how'd he get away with this?
When I pulled away, he pulled back and he looked at me like kind of almost annoyed. And he said, "Come on, man, I heard you liked me." And that's when I could see that he was angry and he put his finger kind of towards my face and he said, "You're nothing to me. You're nothing."
Holy shit.
In Tara's account.
Damn. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That sounds like some old misogynist. I ain't gonna lie. What y'all accuse Trump of, damn near Biden's doing. Like, ain't that some old misogyny shit? Oh, you ain't feeling me? You ain't feeling me? Yeah, you're nothing to me. All you was an employee. Broke bitch. Get back to work.
Like, it was a senator's word against a first-year assistant. So she kept quiet, only breaking down to her mother on the phone.
She was telling me to go to the police right then, like to go to the police.
As you
and
should.
To keep what I was wearing and on, and to go to the police.
Why did you resist going to the police?
You know, they're there to protect the senators and congressmen. They're not there to protect us.
It would be 2 long years in 1995.
She ain't lying. Like, let's be real. They swept the whole Hunter Biden laptop things. What makes you think they're ain't gonna sweep under the whole S.E.T case for Biden? If they can erase his son's evil doings, what makes you think they can't erase more of his evil doings?
Before Tara told anybody else about the alleged assault, confiding in her neighbour, Linda Lacasse.
She basically said that he had put her up against the wall. He put his hands up her skirt, and he put his fingers inside her.
What did you say?
Like, that's wild.
I said, I think you should file a police report. So she was upset. She was crying.
Did you doubt what she was saying at all?
No, I didn't.
What prompted you to come forward and publicly corroborate her story?
So hold on, is Biden known for this around the office? Like, this ain't the only woman that came up to your ass and said something. You tell me you just was just letting this go on or something? Like, hold on, I gotta let her explain this. Hold on.
I felt that I needed to tell the truth.
Did Tara ask you to?
Why didn't you tell the truth then?
Come forward.
I volunteered.
You filed a written complaint to the Senate, but in it you only mention Biden's inappropriate behaviour. You don't mention the sexual assault. And I'm wondering why you wouldn't mention that, because there is a...
Because she know it would get thrown away immediately. They know they'd be on her ass. They'd be like, okay, look, I may be able to get a case started. And if they get the case started, then they can lead into the S.A. But if I can't get no case started, or if I just tell them straight out it's S.A., then they're going to try to cover it up immediately. I could low-key see that. And I could see her coming up with that.
There's a very big difference between inappropriate behaviour and sexual assault.
Because I was afraid to. I mean, I consciously did that. The way they had it set up at that time, it was you fill out this form and hand it back. I didn't know who was reading it, and I was too scared. So I thought at a one-on-one that I would reveal that and talk about it, but I didn't feel comfortable.
After nothing came,
I'm telling you, I know this sounds messed up, and I don't mean this by no disrespect, I promise. But y'all women gotta speak up regardless. Like, bro, y'all gotta stop doing this. This is not, y'all gotta stop being quiet, because then y'all leave other women to get hurt. And if y'all care about other women, then you will speak up to protect future women. Like, I just don't get, like, what's so hard to understand about that?
Of the harassment complaint she says she filed to the Senate in the 90s.
Tara Reid emotionally describing what she says happened in the spring of 1993.
It wasn't until 2019 that Tara then shared her story publicly, saying that Joe Biden touched her in ways that made her uncomfortable. But, just like her formal complaint at the time, it was...
And she wasn't bad looking back then, so I see what Biden was on. Like, it's fucked up, but... I see what you're doing.
It's only half a story. She says she wasn't ready to talk about the alleged sexual assault.
I bet not.
So what changed for you? What made you think, nah, I'm going to tell the full truth?
On God,
I
Curtis.
decided...
On God, Curtis. Man. Biden's on bullshit again.
That people needed to know. He's going to the highest
bullshit.
office
We just
of the
exposing
land.
it again.
He's running on a platform of character. Well, I know what he's like. I know what his character's like. And he doesn't deserve the presidency based on what happened to me.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. See, so now we got her case. So Biden now has an S.E.T case, Hunter laptop, and collusion with China. Like, dog, like, what else do we need to know before we could just say, yep, he's on bullshit? Like, we should, bro, the same energy we gave in Trump with the impeachment, we should be giving with Biden. But hey, it is what it is. We'll hopefully the election will fix everything. Praying.
In March this year, Reid came forward with what she said was the full story. By then, many in politics and the media were already questioning her version of events.
Did you sexually assault Tara Reid?
No, it is not true.
And Joe Biden spoke out strongly, denying the allegations.
In every case, the truth is what matters. And in this case, the truth is these claims are flat out false.
Joe Biden has repeatedly said this never happened.
Mm-hmm. I bet he did. Like, come on now.
I think deep down he knows. I don't know what his capacity is right now. It's not very clear, but I know he knows. He knows.
What do you say to people who say they don't?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Biden could barely read a teleprompter. I ain't gonna lie. He could have forgot, like, man, not long ago what that was. Man, we talk about, maybe like 30 years ago since he did that.
Believe you.
That's okay. You don't have to believe me. I'm the one who has to live with it.
Oh.
It seems there was very little for you to gain in coming forward.
There's nothing to gain. And in my case, I lost everything. I lost work, legitimacy. I lost my reputation.
I ain't gonna lie, that's an excellent point, though. Like, what was there to gain coming out? Like, what was there to gain? There's nothing that she could have gained doing this. Like, it was all set up from the start, low-key, for her. Like, as soon as she came out about it, it was a wrap. Like, yeah, you're done. Finito. We need you up out of here.
I lost friendships. I lost my housing. Everything. Money. Everything.
There's also so many people that when they needed consolation, when they needed encouragement, when they needed a hug, have been happy to get that from Joe Biden.
It's an allegation that has received little coverage this election. And unlike Trump's accusers, Tara has received a barrage of scrutiny.
Do you feel as though if Joe Biden wasn't Joe Biden, your allegations would be taken more seriously?
Absolutely. If he was a Republican. I think the fact that he's a...
I ain't gonna lie, that's facts, though. That's fucking facts. Excuse my language, but are you serious? Bro, if this was Trump with such a outspoken witness or an outspoken victim, it'd be a wrap. Like, she's competent. She's not like the woman that's suing him now. She's actually competent and can sit down and hold an interview. Hold a couple interviews. Like, this is an old one. Like, this ain't even new.
An elite Democrat put him in this untouchable position. And the media was biased.
It's 3 years old.
People were biased.
This is 3 years old. 2021 this came out.
About it.
Former Trump White House press secretary Anthony Scaramucci says, unfortunately, it's just not front of mind for most voters.
I bet not.
I think it matters to some, but it's overweighed, like on the scales, if you will, by some of these big meta forces that are in the United States right now.
If I was a woman voting in America, I would struggle to simply ignore those allegations.
Yeah, but it's on both sides, right? So you've got allegations being made on both sides.
At least 25 women had accused President Trump of sexual misconduct. His response was to call them liars.
How would you describe Donald Trump's view of women?
They're objects. You know, they're just like a car or a shoe or a phone. They're objects in his field of vision.
And there are dozens of women who have made allegations of sexual misconduct against Donald Trump, and yet none of it...
But just like Biden too, but for some reason none of them come up.
It seems to stick. Why?
He ain't do it.
Because I think the people that support him have made a decision that he's not a politician. And so because he's never lived his life with great sanctimony or that level of righteousness that politicians live their...
Trump had, like, I ain't gonna lie, pretty women all his life. He ain't got to do nothing like that. I ain't even sticking up for the man. I'm just seeing the women of his past, and I'm just like, yeah, it kind of seems like he been getting pretty women.
Lives with, his supporters have decided to give him a pass.
Age doesn't excuse misbehaviour, but the Mooch believes it does explain why many voters will choose to overlook these allegations when voting this election.
Oh, we Trump over there filming that shit like, yeah, I'm gonna hit next, boy. All right, let's get back to
election.
These are two old-fashioned guys. You know, remember, one's 75, the other's 78. Damn. And I think they grew up in a society that was a little bit more patriarchal than the one we're living in now, so they probably had less sensitivity. But I think...
Man, what good times to be alive as a man. Great times, huh?
People will overlook that.
Well, if you're
voting
white.
for Joe Biden, the same way they're going to overlook elements of that who are Trump supporters.
We're entering an election. Are you still going to support Joe Biden?
Yes, I'm totally against Donald Trump. So yes, I am going to support him.
That's an interesting decision because you believe that Joe Biden sexually assaulted one of your good friends, and yet you're going to vote for him to be president of the United States.
I do believe that he did that. And yes, and if he becomes president, he's going to be the president who assaulted my very good friend.
Wait, whoa. Hold on, wait. What the fuck? Hold on, did I hear that too? So hold on. She assaulted your friend. You're still going to vote for this man just because of this Trump hysteria? Like, there's no way. Like,
stop the cap.
Bro, I did not hear that right. Please tell me I didn't hear that right, child. Like, there's no way.
Assaulted one of your good friends, and yet you're going to vote for him to be president of the United States.
I do believe that he did that. And yes, and if he becomes president, he's going to be the president who assaulted my very good friend.
So where's this, like, okay, so if you don't care when he does it, why do you care when Trump does it? What's the double standard for then? You should be cool. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm shocked. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm shocked.
How do you grapple with that?
Yeah, I'm having trouble grappling with it.
Does Tara know that you'll vote for him?
Yes.
Is she okay with that?
Not really.
You trading ass bitch. Bro. Oh my God.
Man, shut your bitch ass up, nigga.
Bro.
I'm gonna ask you a bitch ass thing. You better shut the fuck up before I knock your fucking head off your shoulders, old ugly ass bitch. Stupid ass bitch. Nigga, I'll kick your fucking heart out your chest, nigga. Better watch the fuck out.
Bro, ain't no way, bro. Just ain't no way. Your friend got assaulted by the president. You know it to be true. You still gonna vote for this man, bro? Ain't no way. Just ain't no way.
I don't think.
So who are you going to vote for?
I'm not voting in the national election. Maybe next time.
A lot of people died, and a lot more are going to die unless he gets a lot smarter, a lot quicker.
So, did you use the word smart?
It's quite the predicament.
You said you graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest in your class. Don't ever use the word smart with me.
Another term.
Yeah, that was facts, though. Biden did not do that well in school. And he had to drop out of an election because he plagiarized his academics history. So, yes, Biden was not the smartest tool in the toolbox. And, the Democrats somehow got him to plagiarize his academic history. And they found out, and he had to drop out of an election because of it.
Of Trump.
I'll tell you, Joe, you could never have done the job that we did. You don't have it in your blood. You could have never done that job.
Or alternative, some say, isn't worthy of the task.
Well, it's hard to get any word in with this clown. Excuse me.
Right now, it's anyone's race to win.
You're the worst president America has ever had.
Hey,
Come
Joe,
on.
Hello, I'm
Man.
Nicole Kidman.
Shout out to back in the day. But let's get to her right now. Tucker Carlson.
Lawyers have sued the Biden Department of Justice for misconduct. Tell us about the suit.
Sued the Biden administration for misconduct, man. Let's get into it.
Why you filed it, what you hope to achieve by it.
Yeah, well, my attorney actually had filed a complaint with the Inspector General about the way I was treated by the FBI and DOJ and how they were harassing me. And they didn't receive a response. Surprise, surprise. So after we waited, there was no response. He filed a tort claim, and it's for $10 million. And basically what the outcome will be, hopefully, is that they will open my FBI files and then expunge them. And the criminal case that has been opened against me in Northern California, the one that's sealed, will be revealed. Because that was opened by DOJ and FBI, where they took all my Twitter communications, now X, it's called, but Gmail, you name it, all my social media.
Hold on, they took all your social media so you can't prove that you've had these contacts? Yeah, that's some shady ass shit. I ain't gonna lie, excuse it, my language, but that's shady.
Was taken under sealed warrants. The only reason I know about the sealed warrants and it was publicized is because a Twitter lawyer had called and told me that this has happened, and they had made a motion in court to tell me. And so this case had impaneled a grand jury, so it went pretty far. So it's just...
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, Curtis. This whole video is gonna prove that, bro. Trump, bro, whatever they villainize Trump for, Biden can do, and they won't say nothing. That's how deep the brainwashing is at this point.
Like shy of indictment. But what are they going to indict me for? Well, they won't tell me. Now, as an American citizen, that's infuriating, right?
But I think I am confused. I think a lot of people watching this are confused. You, of course, are most famous for recounting in public your experience of sexual assault, and I think it was a sexual assault by then Senator Joe Biden in an elevator when you worked for him.
Not an elevator, corridor.
Corridor, I beg your pardon. And unlike a lot of people who make these claims, you have contemporaneous evidence in your mother's call to Larry King Live, which came out years later. It's an amazing story.
Hold on, her mother called into Larry King Live? Yeah, I might have to grab that one real quick.
And I think it's a credible story. But what did you do wrong? How did you wind up the subject of a sealed potential indictment of a criminal investigation by the U.S. government? What was your crime?
I think not shutting up. I think because I just wouldn't stop talking. I kept trying to push for an investigation.
Well, just like how everybody got silenced on Twitter, or then Twitter, who tried to put out the Hunter Biden laptop story. Suppressed, taken off. You a whole actual person trying to put out an essay case against the president? Oh yeah, they had ways to deal with you. I could see. I could see why they did what they did. They exiled this young lady to Russia. Like, talk about crazy.
If you recall, Jen Psaki, she was asked one question one time. Peter Juicy, I think, asked the question and said, about me, about Tara Reade, and she said, "Oh, that's been litigated." It was never litigated. She lied outright. It's never been litigated. It's never been investigated. And I was asking for an investigation. All they did was pay money to have media hit pieces done on me.
But of course they did. And you were attacked, the whole believe all women thing.
Hey, if y'all can make sure to switch over to Rumble and make sure to like the video there too. Appreciate the love.
Turned out not to be true, I guess.
Right. No, it's not true. There's no Me Too.
There's no Me Too. But a criminal investigation into you is a completely separate category. Yeah. And really an escalation of a kind most Americans can't understand. Like, why would they possibly be criminally investigating you? Do you know?
Well, there were two. Yeah. I mean,
well, I know why they're criminally investigating her. Sweetheart, they're trying to get you on something so they can discredit you. It's like, that's the game they have to play with this young lady at the moment. It's like, we need some type of old charge to discredit this young lady. Unfortunately, she's lived a pretty model life of an American citizen. So you really can't do anything with her. She ain't no Larry St. Clair, let's be real.
The first one was for perjury. When I was an expert witness, and it took me lawyers and thousands of dollars to clear that. They had to drop that case. And then they came at me with the sealed case, which I can't do anything about because I'm not even supposed to know about it.
And this is the federal government?
Federal, the DOJ, FBI. Ooh. And so...
So there is a...
sealed case.
So Soviet, it's hard to believe what you're saying is true, but I think it's checkable. There's a sealed case against you. They're investigating you for a crime. They won't tell you what the crime is.
Right.
But it clearly is a felony, or they claim it's a felony.
Right.
Correct?
And I posted the sealed warrant, and that's been in the media. So the sealed warrant is visible. You can see the case number. Journalists have tried to look it up. My attorneys tried to look it up. No one will tell them what it is. Then they started coming at me.
Sealed case against you that you can't look up the charges on, but they're trying to sentence you on these charges or punish you on these charges, but you don't know the charges? Yeah, this is, not only do they try to slander you, but now they're trying to build false charges on you. And Biden has also done this to a black socialist group that called out the bullshit that was going on in Ukraine. And, well, Biden's about to sentence them soon. A whole group of black people.
In more subvert ways, which was, basically harassment, death threats. Particularly, it amped up when Marjorie Taylor Greene and Representative Matt Gaetz asked me to testify in the whistleblowers panel. Like I was going to talk about how difficult it is to be a whistleblower because I had been so targeted. And then when I was about to testify, I'll get to that part. But when I was about to testify, things really amped up as far as threats and undermining me. And it was hard to get a job. People thought I was a security threat. There were...
Damn, you got blackballed by the president? Yeah, that's the ultimate blackball. You ain't getting nowhere. Like, the president blackball you? Like, yeah, it's a wrap. You can't work. Like, damn, it's a wrap. And that's her whole career was in government office. So her getting blackballed by the president by this degree just ruined her life.
Innuendos. My reputation was destroyed, and we've talked about this. So my attorney basically said, okay, that's that. We're going to, file this complaint. And this came after, when I was here in Moscow, Russia, I came here to publicize my book and to oversee the translation of it. And I did an interview with Channel 1. And
which is a Russian TV channel.
And Channel 1 is sanctioned, apparently. And apparently that was... I was here for vacation, so I had packed literally for 5 days. Didn't have much with me. And then about midway through, I
bet you ain't have much. You couldn't work. Like, god damn, man, I ain't gonna lie. I feel bad for this young lady. Like, this is unacceptable at the end of the day. The fact that he's doing this to a woman, too? Like, where's the feminist? Where are my feminists at this point? Like, bro, stand up. Especially the white ones. Like, y'all tripping.
Started getting... messages that I was from former intelligence. They were trying to get me messages, whistleblowers, like, look, you're in danger of being indicted if you go back. I talked to my lawyers about
Indicted for what?
For FARA, the Foreign Registration Act, which is the same thing they went after Maria Butina for. And
Paul Manafort.
And Maria Butina. If you read, there's a really good article called The Spy Who Wasn't, who really lays out why she wasn't a spy, and she wasn't. She's now working for the State Duma. But
okay, well, damn, ain't that the switch around?
She was definitely targeted. But that set the precedent. Paul Manafort, in her case.
But wait, just to be clear, you're an American who has accused the sitting president of sexually assaulting you while you worked for him.
Damn.
As a young woman.
Yup, and y'all heard he hit her with the knee, spread the legs, and said, "Yeah, I'm trying to F," and she was like, "Bruh," and he got pissed. He did not like that. He pretty much hit her with the, "You're fired."
And you have evidence to prove that that's true.
Right.
Contemporaneous evidence, which I think is key. And all of a sudden, you're the criminal because you wind up in a foreign city and you do a TV interview. Am I missing something?
Well, in 2019, if you recall, one of the smears that they made against me was that I was a Russian asset, even though I had no ties to Russia. Immediately out the gate.
Well, anything that threatens the Biden administration is working with Russia. If you threaten the Biden administration, you're automatically working with Russia. You get that out the way.
That was the Biden campaign told that to the New York Times. They said that was their first response. Not a denial, not anything else. They said, oh, she's a Russian asset. And that started in 2019 and got spread around, and then it continued on and had a life of its own because it was spread by former Obama staff, Edward Isaac Dovere, people like that, who have some clout on social media and people.
Man, I swear, Obama's always getting brought up in some BS. No matter what, bro. If it comes to war, Obama. If it comes to corruption, it comes back to Obama. Like, god damn it. Like, bro, are we living in Obama's regime at this point? Like, what's going on? Because I ain't even mad at it at this point. I'm upset that he has these evil policies. But, hey, if you tell me a black man, Loki, just took over the entire United States, then, hey, I don't know what to tell y'all. I'm sorry. Sorry it was the worst way, but we did it. Yay.
Listen. Yeah. So, unfortunately, there was that kind of overhanging it. So when I came to Moscow...
So you make this allegation against the president of the United States, then a candidate, a credible allegation, once again. I wouldn't be talking to you if I didn't think it was credible. I think it is credible.
Oh, God.
I think it's true.
Remember, there were other women that also spoke up, but she's the one who stepped up because she's like, nah, I ain't going. But yeah, there are other women who just decide to take the silence and, you know, sacrifice the other younger women that's going to come after them to these, well, I'm going to be real with you, assaulters of women. I'm going to say it like that since we're on YouTube.
And they don't even respond. They just accuse you of being a traitor to your country.
Immediately. That was the first response, not even a denial at first. So I thought that was interesting.
And the media amplify this.
Oh, yes. New York Times amplified it. Washington Post did. Everyone did. Politico, you know, they did their due diligence for the empire, I guess.
Damn.
I didn't really understand the media at that time. Now, you have to understand, I'm a regular citizen. I don't have a PR team. I don't have lawyers. Now I have a lawyer, but then I didn't. I didn't have resources.
Where were you living?
I was living in California, and I was.
I ain't gonna lie, that was an L right there too. Like, oh man, maybe if you was in a Republican state, they might have heard you out. But you try to make your complaint in California, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that was a fail, baby girl.
Really naive about, you know, the media, and now I understand. I think a lot of people in 2019, 2020 were still a little.
And just to be clear, it sounds like you've been a fairly liberal Democrat your whole life.
I was.
Fair.
I really had, you know, really believed. I worked for Leon Panetta as an intern. I worked for Joe Biden. I worked as a Democratic operative on congressional campaigns.
Oh, damn. She decorated. Oh, yeah. She got experience. So when she got blackballed, yeah, like I said, this was her whole life that Biden basically took away because he got rejected. And only misogynists do that. Let's keep it a buck. Like,
was trained by Homeland Security. I was trained by Seattle Police to help with domestic violence. I was a train the trainer. I donated my time. I worked for Democrats. I believed in it wholeheartedly. And so it's been heartbreaking when I came forward with evidence how I was treated, how I still am treated. Like to this day, like I get called right now a defector, a traitor. I did back then before I left the U.S.
I keep stepping on your story, and I'm sorry. Okay. It's just a remarkable story when you lay it out and give the timeline. It's
wild.
It's amazing what's happened to you. So
what's happened to her back in the day, like this before Biden was even president, like way before he was president, and this got swept under the rug. It's like, bro, what?
So just back to where you were before I interrupted you. So you're here on vacation to get a translation of your book done.
Yes.
And you do an interview with local TV, and then you start getting messages from informed people who you trust. Tara, you're in danger of being indicted. And what happens then?
Well, I would be put into a cage because with the FAR Act, it's a backdoor into the Espionage Act, essentially. It's the Federal Registration Act. So you have to register as a foreign agent registration Act. Yeah. It's administrative. They never used to even use it, but now they're using it as a backdoor into espionage. So you know, you might recall the Uhuru Group, right?
Very well.
The
Black National.
I got 4 of y'all on YouTube. I got 5 on Rumble. Make sure to like the video. I appreciate the love.
That we defended.
Right. They're being sentenced this month up to 10 years in prison. And I've read through all their whole legal case. And, you know, I have a law degree, so I'm interested in those things. And you know what the charge is? Sowing discord. So I want people to really hear this because sowing discord shouldn't be a crime. And they shouldn't be able, but they're being
sowing discord?
Sowing discord. That's the term.
Yep, and that's what he also hit them one black socialist group with. Sowing discord because you're trying to spread lies and misinformation about the Ukraine war. That's what he hit the black group with, and you're sowing discord. Her right here, I guess, and this is my speculation on it. She's sowing discord because, if this comes out about the president, it's going to cause civil unrest. You're going to concern discord. Everybody's going to come out with fake stories and new misinformation. We got to get you up out of here. And boom, gone.
Perfect.
Under the FAR Act and the backdoor into the Espionage Act. And so they're facing up to 10 years in prison or more. Ooh. Their passports have been taken away. The sentencing happens this month. They have no ties to Russia. They simply spoke out against the proxy war against, Russia.
Yeah, I know.
Ukraine.
Yep, I know.
And for that, they've been punished. And what I want people to hear is that it's not just January 6 people that are being targeted by the DOJ.
No.
It's to the left. It's to the right.
That's right.
It's someone like me that just had a claim against my former employer that should have been investigated properly and should have been adjudicated in a proper way. And I should have been treated.
But it was Biden, so no. I ain't gonna lie. You cannot make nothing against Biden.
With some dignity.
And she kind of knew that.
Instead of having my life torn to pieces.
So again, back to the story. You're in Moscow, where we are now, and you hear that you could be indicted or punished under the Foreign Agent Registration Act for giving this interview with a local TV station. And what do you do?
They're trying to send her to jail over an interview? Like, yo, ain't no way. Like, over an interview, you're willing to send this lady to jail? Just because he's in Russia and giving her an interview about the president's SA case or, lawsuit against him. Yeah, I guess she was asking for that one.
How do you respond?
Well, I wanted to look at all the data points. I'm not an impulsive person. I like to think, and I didn't have a lot of time. I mean, we're talking, I had to make this in a 48-hour window, right? And so this was a lot of pressure, but I did. I took the time. I talked to my daughter for hours. I talked to my lawyer. I got more data points of other people who had opinions that were educated. And then I talked to Matt Gaetz. And I am forever grateful that he took my call. And he was, I want to give him some credit here.
The congressman from Florida.
Yeah, because I was supposed to go the first week of June and walk with him on the Senate floor to get my Senate thing opened. And I wanted to do that.
Okay.
And he advised me, he didn't advise me, I should rephrase that. He gave me information. He basically just said, I'm worried about you. I'm worried about your personal safety.
What?
And
oh, come on now, bro. Like, you got people calling her going, yeah, I'm worried about your personal safety. I ain't gonna lie, Biden. He might try to get you up out of here. And she probably over the phone like,
really, nigga?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You need to leave America.
You're good where you are, that kind of thing.
You good where you, yo, that's crazy. She said, I'm in Russia. Like, yo, no, don't come back to your home country. You good right there. Actually, you're safer in the country that we consider an enemy. Yeah, that's how dangerous it is for you back here.
He just said he knew how those people operated. And so he was concerned about me.
Those people being employees of the U.S. government.
Right. And he sits on the Intelligence Committee. So when a U.S. congressman tells you something like that, that's a remarkable data point, right?
It is.
A remarkable data point, and I trusted him. Because he could have easily just said, oh, sure, it'll be fine. And I did ask him, I said, please, Congressman, can you help me? Can you get me off these charges? And he said, no, I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. My hands are tied.
Damn.
I don't even know what they are. And sometimes some of this intelligence isn't shared. But what I can tell you is just that I understand how these people operate. And yeah, I'm really worried about your personal safety because I had received death threats at that point.
Damn, bruh. So pretty much there was really nothing she could do. At this point, she's like, I'm receiving death threats. If I come out and keep telling my story, they're saying they're going to unalive me. And at this point, she's in Russia. Bro, the senator she was trying to work with in Florida is telling her, look, I can't even find nothing on this case that they low-key want your head for. They want your head. I can see that, but I don't know what for. So it's best you just stay over there.
And you think about it, I'm not that well known. I would have been in the news maybe a day or two. Maybe you or someone else might have talked about me for a couple of times, but it would have been considered a conspiracy theory, like Adam Rich, right?
Damn.
And his death?
Seth Rich.
Damn.
Seth Rich, yeah. Seth Rich.
So what I find so compelling and shocking about your story is that I still don't understand what you did wrong.
In their eyes, they see me as somehow being a traitoress, is the words that they use. I think. Nah,
baby, you a truth teller, man. Man, don't let them do you like that. Don't let them do you like that, baby girl. It's effed up out here, but man, keep telling the truth.
In the USA Today, there was a former CIA agent who gave a quote saying that my thoughts about America made him viscerally angry.
Wow.
Because I was talking about inflation. I was talking about the fact that there's 600,000 homeless. I was talking about the fact, I'm involved.
Speaking about real problems as a liberal. So think about it. She Democrat. She was on Joe Biden's team, and he's doing this to members of his own team. Like, does he know no loyalty? Like, what's going on here, Biden? Because let's be real, I don't think Biden knows loyalty, because he ain't being loyal to the United States the way he's printing off money and sending it overseas.
With geopolitics, I have a law degree. I'm interested in it.
So, but you're an American. You spent your whole life in the United States. You worked for the sitting president.
Yeah.
Who you say sexually assaulted you.
Yeah.
You're upset about the state of our economy.
Yeah.
How does that make you a traitor?
Apparently it does. And apparently my views about
the means that your eyes is wide open. That's all that meant.
The proxy war against Russia via Ukraine. And in 2019, I had said, and this is true, that if Joe Biden was elected.
And you know it's so messed up. Like, since she's in Russia, everybody's going to disregard, well, oh, she's in Russia. She works for Russia now. I'm like, yeah, she was forced into Russia by Joe Biden. So now, I ain't gonna lie, this was a nice little strategy Joe Biden pulled off. So since he pushed her into Russia, now anything she says is Russian collusion. Or, yeah, she's working with Russia. What do you mean? That's why she went over there and told him these lies on Joe Biden. That's how Joe Biden's gonna spin it now, that he was able to push her in to the one country that we just consider the big bad wolf.
That he would go to war with Russia.
You were right.
Yeah.
So, just to bottom line the path that you took for people who are hearing this for the first time, you decided you could not come home after that.
I decided then I had to figure out, well, what does one do? Because you can't just decide to stay in a country without proper paperwork and a visa, right? You can't just I'm just going to hang out
That
here.
would make you a stateless person.
Yes. So I reached out, and I'm forever grateful to Maria Butina, because Masha helped me, and she helped me with the process of how to of applying for political asylum, which I did. And it took a few weeks. Only 10% of those cases get accepted.
Hey, shout out to that woman. Hey, see, women helping women. God damn it. Only she was getting that love in the United States, maybe Joe Biden wouldn't got away with this. Instead of your friend in America, low-key knowing that happened to you and is still gonna vote for Biden. Just like, bruh, ain't no way.
Accepted. But they do their due diligence, and they felt that there was enough of a problem where they had to give me asylum.
This is after.
That's crazy, bro. She found more loyalty in Russia than America. That shit hurts my feelings damn near. Like, damn.
After speaking to a U.S. congressman who sits on the House Intel Committee who told you he was worried about your safety.
Correct.
How hard a decision was that for you? That's a big decision.
It was a big decision, but it wasn't just what he said, and I don't want to put this all on Matt Gaetz' shoulders. Yeah, it was several people's, and one I can't really say who it was, but went to great risk to send me a message to say, if you get off that plane, they're going to take you into custody.
Hold on, we gotta take that back a little bit, because ain't no way.
It was several people's, and one I can't really say who it was, but went to great risk to send me a message to say, if you get off that plane, they're going to take you into custody.
Damn. So pretty much the American government was just like, get over here. I ain't gonna lie. Please go in America's airspace. Please just step in America's airspace, and it's we on your ass like that. And I ain't gonna lie, like for real. That's how hard they're willing to protect Biden? Like, Jesus, the agenda is strong.
For what?
And violation of the FAR Act, probably. They were talking about violation of sanctions. There was talk that I had red notices, which are, arrest warrants. Like, I could have been picked up in Istanbul.
By whom and for what?
By the U.S. proxy. That's how they do it with Interpol. They arrest on behalf of the U.S., like in the UAE, in Dubai. So I had a lawyer who actually specialized in people that have that happen to them. And she got the red notices pulled. And so now those are gone now that I'm under asylum.
Oh, yeah, they were trying to drag her ass back. And now they got her under asylum. Russia's like, nah. This is our one trump card on Biden. So, we ain't going to let her go. So when they asked for her back, Russia was like, Nope, we're not doing that. Not for y'all.
But they'll extradite you from every country. So the only two countries that will not extradite an American back to America is Iran and Russia.
This is
well, in Israel. But, y'all ain't hear that from me. Iran, Russia, and Israel are the 3 countries that you low-key, America can't extradite you from.
a really crazy story.
Yeah.
It sounds like you don't have any way to get your story to an American audience.
No, it's very difficult. I mean, I have a large Twitter following, and I have a podcast that I do, but
no one has called. What's so interesting to me is we have a supposedly free media in the United States as a backstop against a check against government overreach, too much power in the hands of too few. And so it's supposed to be a self-correcting system. If something truly crazy and totalitarian happens to an American citizen, our media is supposed to take an interest and alert the rest of the country so they know what's going on. So they can say, whoa. I may not like Tara Reid, and I don't agree with her or whatever, but you can't do that. You can't.
Bro. Oh, gosh, she's a whole liberal and Democrat. I'm pretty sure I don't agree with half the stuff she's aligned with. But, bro, you can't do that to the young lady. You can't do that to any woman at all. Especially in America.
Arrest someone for no crime or for complaining about the president?
Bro,
like, has anyone from the New York Times called you? Or Politico?
No.
The Daily Beast to say, just tell us what's happened with you.
Those, no, of course not. Those, they only do hit pieces. And they're working for the empire. There's no question. They're just working for the, as proxies to the U.S. government. I mean, I think, some of the reporting that Matt Taibbi and Michael Schellenberger have been doing has been really valuable.
Yes.
Because they've been...
Oh, gosh. Shout out Rumble. Trust me. Rumble's the one place that we're actually getting paid to have our content out, without being in a partnership program. So shout out to Rumble, man. Oh, God.
Showing how there's
we got 5 of y'all in Rumble right now, man. Make sure like the video.
Put out articles to these, and then they reprint them. They don't even change them that much. So these are planted articles. Like there was all kinds of lies told about me, that I lied about my education. Now, I never lied about my education, that I defected to Russia. I didn't defect to Russia. I was threatened with my life and my family, and I didn't want my family harmed. I didn't want to be at risk of being put in a cage. And I can't tell you what that conversation was like with my daughter. That it was hard.
Damn.
Have you seen her?
No.
Why?
I can't. Under political.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be real with you. Like, how dangerous would it be for your daughter to come see you, and now they think your daughter's also now clued in Russia, and then when she gets back home, she about to get her ass locked up. Like, that's what's gonna happen to that. Your daughter, she comes sees you. And that's just the pure straight facts. And she knows that too. She knows it too.
Asylum, I can't leave the borders of Russia.
There ain't nothing I need to tell her.
Because, I'm under the protection. And to be frank, I don't know when I can ever go back to the U.S. I don't know when there's a safe path.
But what have you done?
In their eyes, I've committed some sort of crime. And I haven't done anything. And that's the thing. I've never committed a crime. I'm not a traitor. I'm not a spy. Not a spy for Russia. I don't have tons of resources. I don't have a PR team. I just told the truth about Joe Biden. I told the truth about what he did to me.
It was her versus the administration. I ain't gonna lie. And she couldn't get nobody on her side. That was the error right there. You versus the administration? Man, they win every time.
And I told the truth about the corruption. And I wouldn't be quiet about it. And I was demanding to be heard. But let's say I'm not going to get $83 million like E. Jean Carroll, or a perfume line like Stormy Daniels, right? Or treated like with dignity in the press like those women were because they accused a Republican. No.
Thank you. If you accuse a Republican, you good. You get to stay in America. You accuse a Democrat, yeah, we got to try to force you out into another country, make you stay there. So it's either we're going to force you into Iran or Russia. And yeah, when we get your ass over there, we going to go ahead and say that, yeah, they're colluding. They didn't switch to the other side. They Taliban, they Russia.
I was attacked and
no one has
destroyed.
defended you.
Not really. Rose McGowan. She really has. Megyn Kelly gave me a platform a couple of times. Of course, you have.
60 Seconds gave
other
her a
than
platform.
that, independent media, even the lefties, even though the Me Too reporters, silence. You don't see any Me Too reporters coming.
That's what I said. Where's the feminists? Where's the Me Too women? Oh, it only matters when it's Trump or when it's a Republican, but y'all don't care. Y'all don't truly care though. When it's Biden, that's crazy. Where is the feminists and the Me Too women?
Telling my story to you. Never once. They protect Biden. This is all about catch and kill. And if you recall, I went to Time's Up for help, right? Time's Up. Roberta Kaplan, who just represented E. Jean Carroll.
So Biden got the feminist line from, the trans people line from. Bro, he got women in his own administration that knows that he did this, that's going to vote for him still, and that's probably going to lie for him. Bro, how do you touch a man like that?
Roberta Kaplan had to resign from Time's Up because she was smearing me and the Cuomo, survivors, the people that talked about Cuomo. And because she did that, she had to resign. Time's Up was dismantled. And she went on to represent, E. Jean Carroll. And E. Jean Carroll publicly said that she was going to now support Biden and give him money.
Donald Trump's money that she won. Well, finessed.
It's unbelievable.
It's totally evil. It's completely evil.
It is evil.
Where does it, I just can't get past this question of,
She's
I don't
a victim,
want
though.
to upset you, but of your daughter.
She's a victim.
And you have a child in the United States.
Yeah. That's been hard. I missed her graduation. She got her master's. They went after her actually while I was here in Russia. The first month I was here, a bunch of Democratic troll farms or whatever doxed her photo.
Bro, the left eats its own. I ain't gonna lie. I think that Myron all fresh and fish. Shout out to Myron. He said the left eats their own every trip. She was working with the left and somebody on the left S.E.T'd her. She just wanted to report that, man, and that be that. But you telling me she couldn't even do that? And y'all just ate her up and pushed her out to the side? That's crazy, bro.
Her work address, tried to get her fired. She was interning as a therapist. She's a therapist with children. She works with play therapy with children who've been traumatized. And they tried to get her fired, and they were saying it out loud and calling the work. But luckily, my daughter's work is, not interested in those kinds of, smears. So my daughter's fine. But having her face plastered everywhere because she's associated with me. My horse was almost kidnapped. They literally came and took him almost on a trailer, and luckily
Damn, they trying to take her horse? Like, yo, y'all gotta take a little girl's horse. Y'all grimy. Come on. It's like stealing a little girl's pony she wanted all of her life. Like, y'all just evil. Y'all evil.
Owners of the stable were there. So I'm getting these calls at 3 a.m. in Moscow that my horse is being loaded on a trailer by someone I don't know who's going to take him for Joe Biden. That was what they were saying. They were taking him for Joe. So luckily he's safe. But I mean, it's been sort of relentless. It's been, and I know public figures, I don't consider myself a public figure, but other public figures do get harassed like that.
I bet they
do. But when you're a regular citizen like I am, it's really daunting, especially if we don't have the resources to protect yourself, right? And which I do.
And that's the main thing, though. It's just like, bro, the state was supposed to protect this woman. Let's keep it a buck. The Democrats was supposed to protect their own, but they didn't. So what makes you think they're protecting us as American citizens that they can't even protect their own? Like,
do you expect you'll be able to see your daughter anytime soon?
I don't know. I don't feel comfortable putting her in, the spotlight again. She's about to get married.
Can you go to the wedding?
I can't go to the wedding. And I'm upset, but, and I don't want to be a victim here. I'm angry, and I want Joe Biden to be held accountable. He's taken years of my life. He's destroyed it 3 times over, and I'm going to continue to fight.
Tara Reid, thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That last little bit was a little hard to listen to. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But yeah, this is exactly what's going on. This is exactly what they're allowing it. We got proof now. People in the Biden administration or the Democrats are allowing this. It's aiming to keep this man Biden in power at this point. But make sure you like and subscribe, man, because I know on YouTube, it's maybe suppressed a little bit, but man, forget it, man. With enough support, we can get it out. We can get the message out there. Follow Tucker Carlson. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel as well. We appreciate the love here at S.E.T and Key Media. Now, we're going to come back in with another one, and we're definitely going to hit y'all again more with tomorrow. This is S.E.T from S.E.T and Key Media, man.